There was a time when even opening my banking app made my chest tighten. I didn't want to look, I didn't want to know. I just wanted to feel like I was okay without facing the truth. This wasn't about being irresponsible. This was about money anxiety, that heavy, quiet stress that never fully goes away. If you've ever lost sleep over bills, avoided checking your balance, or felt ashamed of your financial reality, you're not alone, I've been there too. But in this video, I want to share how I finally got rid of that anxiety, and more importantly, how I built peace around my finances. If that's something you're craving, tap the like button right now. Subscribe if you're on a journey to financial calm, not chaos. And drop a comment below. What's one thing about money that stresses you out the most right now? 1. I faced my numbers, even though I didn't want to. For a long time, I thought avoiding the numbers would keep me calm. In reality, it kept me powerless. The first thing I did was sit down, heart pounding, and write it all out. Total income, total debt, monthly bills, subscriptions, credit card balances, savings or lack of it. It was uncomfortable, but it was also clarifying. Awareness is the first step to peace, because when you see it clearly, it stops being a monster in your mind. 2. I built a simple, compassionate spending plan. Notice I didn't say strict budget. I created a spending plan that worked with my real life, not my fantasy life. It looked something like this: 60% for essentials, rent, food, bills. 20% for financial goals, savings plus debt. 20% for lifestyle, takeout, hobbies, travel. Nothing extreme, nothing perfect. Just something I could actually stick to without hating my life. This alone gave me a sense of control I hadn't felt in years. 3. I started talking about money, even when it was hard. Money anxiety thrives in silence, so I started breaking that silence. I talked to a friend about budgeting. I asked my partner to sit down and review bills together. I listened to podcasts where people shared their messy money stories. I even started following finance creators who made it feel human, not robotic. The more I talked, the less shame I carried. Because it turns out most people are struggling quietly. You're not weird, you're just not alone. 4. I gave every dollar a job, even if it was small. Instead of just watching money come in and disappear, I started assigning it. This $100 goes to groceries. This $50 goes to savings. This $20 is for fun, and yes, I can actually enjoy it. It was no longer just money, it was mine with purpose. Even when I didn't earn much, the act of assigning gave me power. And power is the antidote to anxiety. 5. I automated the things that used to stress me out. I used to be terrified of forgetting a bill or overdrafting. So I let automation become my anxiety relief. Bills, autopay. Savings, auto transfer every Friday. Investments, monthly auto drafts, even small ones. No more mental math, no more oops. I stopped relying on willpower and built systems that worked for me, not against me. I created a calm fund. Everyone talks about emergency funds, but I created what I call a calm fund. Money I could use to avoid spiraling. A last-minute Uber when I'm overwhelmed. A backup meal when I'm too tired to cook. A buffer for life's little stressors. Just $200 changed the game. It gave me breathing room. And when you're anxious about money, breathing room is everything. 7. I practiced one daily habit that built long-term trust. Every evening I gave myself 5 minutes to do one thing. Check my money, not to panic but to reconnect. I'd glance at my spending, review my accounts, and just check in. No judgment, no fear, just presence. Doing this daily removed the money monster that used to jump scare me once a month. It turned fear into familiarity, and familiarity brings peace. 8. I stopped comparing my journey to everyone else's. Social media will have you thinking everyone your age is debt-free, investing $10K a month and buying a second property. Newsflash, they're not. Comparison was silently fueling my anxiety. So I stopped following accounts that made me feel behind, and I started focusing on my numbers, my growth, my peace. Progress is personal, and peace doesn't come from catching up. It comes from calming down. 9. I allowed myself to feel safe around money again. This was the hardest part, and the most powerful. I had to start believing that I could be trusted with money, that I was not broken, that I was not too late, that I didn't need to be perfect to be financially peaceful. Money became less of a threat and more of a tool, a mirror, a message, a path. I stopped fighting it, and I started working with it. Peace is a financial goal too. We always hear about wealth, freedom, success. But what about peace? What about waking up and not dreading your bank app? What about paying your bills with calm instead of chaos? What about having money and still feeling like yourself? That's the real goal. And if you're on that path, smash the like button to let the algorithm know this message matters. Subscribe if you're tired of fear-based finance content and want calm, clear steps forward. And drop a comment below. What's one thing that's helped you feel less anxious about money?